Oh, is the thing? Is it still the thing? Yeah. So I made this deck last night on like very quickly to capitalize on Wakandan Embassy, and it worked. It was working really well for me. Um, but I don't know how well it's gonna work after the hot location. I actually meant to play more this morning, whether on stream, my phone, whatever, to capitalize on it. But I've been using this, dude. I just one thing I think people just get like they'll see the Brood, but then they might not see Shaw. They might see Brood and like Black Panther, and then a Kang or something, and then they're like, "What is this dude doing?" I have sometimes I put Black Panther. I'll put just armor in a lane, right, and just Black Panther. So Black Panther's only 8 power, so they're over here like, okay, he's not gonna Zola it because he just put it under a armor, and they're not that worried about the Grandmaster or something. And then I'll play like Wong in the middle, and then Grandmaster where the Black Panther is, and then all of a sudden, juiced up middle. Um, Something like I've had a couple different lines. He licenses deals, so and there's you have also Fnatic suspended for breach of contract, but he keeps saying he doesn't have a contract. He might not have a contract though yet, right? Because you know, um, sometimes you like basically rookies don't, as you know, they don't sign their contract draft night or even the next couple days. Sometimes they'll be like 3 weeks later after the draft or something, and then you'll hear like the Steelers have reached an agreement and signed so and so. Ah, I got you. Like almost like an insurance policy or something. I have a couple friendlies of ours. Go, hold on. Friendly matches versus Matchy, December 27th, 2023. Hope I'm not too toxic. Your audio? Hold on. Okay, this one doesn't have audio. Weird. Damn it. I have other ones against you. I just can't find them as quickly, and I want to go ahead and rinse my plate off. So I'm gonna pull up this one again. Jack? Question mark. Video is almost 6 minutes long. That should be perfect time. Please have audio. Did I even have a real deck? All right, I'll be back. Is that? Tell me where the audio is good. 60 good, or was it good at 80? Perfect. I'll be back. Wait, sorry. I wanted to show Speedy one more time before I took him downstairs. Speedy. Hey, Matchy. Also, he gave you the middle finger. Bad, Speedy. You're a good boy. All right. Be right back. Oops, sorry. Hold on. I'm sort of back. I need another like 3 minutes after this, but I accidentally closed out of this. Hold on. This is what happens. Ego dumb. Gotta honor the tradition of ego. Okay, hold on. I just realized though, in the video that I was showing you of me and you, which again has no audio, but notice the top right. This is not a friendly. Not a friendly. This is one of those where you and I randomly cute. One of the how many times has it happened? At least twice, maybe 3 or 4 times. But this is one of the times you and I randomly matched up on louder. Again, I don't know why it doesn't have audio, but what are you playing over here? Is this a tribunal deck or something? Ooh, Taskmaster, a Taskmaster to Rock Slide flag. Oh yeah, dude, that's cool. So I made one of those. Oh, I've already had a couple of them, but you know those like automatic commands that say every so often automatically. Um, basically it just went off right, and my mind was like, why am I 2 hours into the stream and that's the first time I saw it? But it's because I remembered I set it up to where it only automatically it's only enabled, it's only active when I'm in the Marvel Snap category, which is pretty cool. Okay. Uh, I was Professor X's chair cushion at the time. You're trying to stream snipe me. Because you taking forever, I'm just kidding. Turn 6. He plays Iron Man and Ravona and Sarah. Juicy. Juicy. Yeah, this is probably when I thought I'm in danger. And I even get freaking Mystique to Darkhawk. It's kind of a small Darkhawk though, thanks to your magic and Jubilee. But ooh, your favorite card, dude. I didn't know Mystique into Onslaught was better. Yeah, times four instead of and well, I guess times eight instead of a times four kind of thing. Um, how get Eliath, dude? Get stinky butted. Let's watch that again in slow mo. Hmm. Oh, get the fart. Oh, man, it's a shame that that was your tribunal, huh? Yeah, it was Death Tribunal. I'm not, I don't want to do the math, but I think you win if that lands. Which one of us snapped? Was that you or me? Probably me. Once I Professor X right. Glad I didn't snap. Hellfire Gala. Wait, so this might have actually been the very beginning of January? When was the Hellfire Gala? What month was that? This was a badass background screen. I forgot how ham this went. No, no, no. Oh, no, definitely December. Here we go. This is the dates right here. Winterverse login rewards. Me and you battling it out in Galactic. Battling it out in Galactic. Okay. 4 more minutes. Put one more up. This one's gonna be me battling. This one should have audio. Oh, I don't have untapped up. Okay, not cool. Very cool for him. Maybe he'll do me a favor and play Killmonger here soon? Maybe not. Maybe not. I'm not gonna play Conquest, so I'm actually gonna do it this other way. We're not gonna do the overlay, we're gonna do the window, and we're only gonna do mine. The ops. This is not ideal. Sorry, opponent. Okay. Ideally, this is what? Black Panther, Wong. I'm gonna. Oh, do I play Shaw? I'm just worried this gives a. Like, this could hit something that tells him what I'm trying to do to. We'll take that.
Wakanda forever. Snap.
Hmm. This one's tough. I think he will just straight up double again. He'll be 24. Did I snap this? He runs a Shang-Chi.
Oh, snap.
Well, if he... We'll see. Hold on.
Wakanda forever.
If you play Shang-Chi mid, I think I still win. Oh, no, not with the
We
blink.
are the future.
Hate that card. We answered the question. He runs Shang-Chi. I guess on turn 5, I should have just played Black Panther. And then played Grandmaster on turn 6. Let it hit whoever. Also, maybe should have played Shaw on the left. So I could have magnetoed on the right. I don't know. Not ideal, but that's okay. So instead of doing it like this, let me do it like that. Oh, I got an idea. Let me cook. Let's come right there. But then this is where I cook. What happens if we minimize it? Filter. Correction. No, it's not working. We'll keep it like that, actually. Not bad. And we... Oh, I was one turn late on Brood. Getting the nut. Could work out. Pay to win. Oh,
Oh, snap. Opponent snapped.
Pixie deck? Question mark. Hmm. Grandmaster Armor, Zola, Shaw, Echo. I probably need Shang-Chi in this deck. I say that about every deck I make that doesn't have Shang-Chi. Dang, this one's weird. Yep, Shang-Chi maybe. May have been cool. Oof. Sandman. Sandman indeed. I might be one of the few people on the planet consistently using King right now. Is it just... Part of me says Black Panther, and then next turn we Silver Surfer and Armor. Comes 16. Can hit Zola, Shaw, Grandmaster, X. I don't really... I would only really want it to hit Echo, I guess. So this... I don't know why I said also Armor, knowing he was going to play Sandman.
Victory.
One thing when I made this deck last night off stream on my phone super quickly, because I didn't play after the reset until like late last night. And honestly, Magneto's only in this deck. I should have told Matchy that while he was here. Liking it. I only had Magneto in it for the weekend challenge. But what I was going to say is, I've won a good bit with it, even when I haven't either gotten Wakandan Embassy as a location at all, or I have. And, sorry, let me turn the music. Or none of the good cards like Brood, Shaw, or Black Panther are hit by Wakandan Embassy. I do get it. Okay, we finished the Magneto challenge. So who was in it prior? White Tiger wasn't, but I think Taskmaster was. He definitely was in it at one point, but it felt awkward too often. Not a bad one. Oh no, she's only a +4 now. Wait, so she'll become 12, 16. What does Drax become? 9, 13. As a sorry, I'm swapping out one card. I had Magneto in this deck for the weekend. Excuse me, sorry, but I just finished it. Shang-Chi probably. And I named it Whack'em, like Wakanda Embassy, but also, like Whack'em. Oh yeah, Maine. That's awesome to hear. Congrats. Well, if I may ask, if you hit Infinite last month, what was your final snap points? And what did you start out this month? I'm just curious because I feel like most months I go down about 200, 300 snap points. not rank, but like the points. But this one I went down 600. So I'm just curious what the like average was in that. Domino, eh? Black Widow. Bam balam. That's not what we want. Imagine I put Widow's Bite on Krakoa. Hey, Jaybay. What up? Is this like Brandon's friend, Jaybay? It has to be following since 2016. I haven't seen you in a minute. How's it been? The Cleveland Browns, right? Cleveland Guardians fan. Widow's Bite sucks here. How have you been? How's the fam? How is? Hold on. It's. Oh. Hold on. Don't tell me. Wait. Sorry. Oh, by the way, yeah, Marvel Snap's great. I love it. It's not Eli. I feel like it's close. I just hit a rock. I played in the crack and I got a rock, man. Imagine that. Yeah, it's hold on, it's gonna come to me. Oh wow, I just got leeched. I have a 6 powered rock though. Hold on, while I think of that. Yeah, it's super fun. I've been obsessed with it. What's really cool compared to say other card games is let me gift you a sub by the way, so you don't get hit with any ads. Um, hell yeah, man! I'm glad you stopped in.
Opponent snapped.
Um, compared to other card games, it's a very quick game. They're usually 5 or 6 minutes tops. I think I'm out of here. This is no bueno for me. What was I gonna say? So yeah, they're quick games. They're usually like 5 or 6. There's kind of like a poker mechanic. So here on the right is essentially what you're playing for, and it's kind of like poker. So it starts out the match is worth 1. And then right there, he knew what he was, that he was in an advantageous position. So he snapped. So that means if I stayed in, it was going to be worth double. So 2 cubes were on the line. And so it's a quick game. Plus there's this whole like, uh, almost like, you're playing poker. You're like, all right, do I want to pay to stay in and see what he has? Am I in a good spot? Do I like my hand? And then of course with Marvel characters. Oh yeah, for sure. And then some of the animations are really dope. Played Hearthstone and Magic. Right, so I obviously played Yu-Gi-Oh and Pokemon when I was growing up, but I kind of got out of card games for like 15 so years, and then this brought me back in hard. So you've watched all the Marvel movies and stuff. I'd imagine like what's a good example? Um So like Doctor Doom, he's cool. Well, he's not been in any of the movies, but like he's one of the really good cards, very consistent. Um, he makes Doom bots that have their own power. So essentially, he's worth. So ultimately, that's how much cards cost. That's their mana, and then that's their power. So he's a turn 6 play, and he's usually worth 15 power, which is really good to be spread across. The dailies and stuff reset at 3 p.m. That should happen any second here. They do. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Hold on. I'm still. Oh hell yeah, dude! Congrats. Hell yes, dude. Um, Hold on. Baby girl. How old is she now? So you haven't been getting much sleep lately, huh? Hold on, I'm about to whisper you something real quick. All right, yeah, Jordan, I just whispered you. Not with that. I'm a year and a half in my bachelor's. Ooh, dude, hell yes. Where at? And then what you getting it in? Yes, sir. I've been well, so like in March and April, I streamed a whole bunch, and I'm about to be off work for like a month and a half, so I'm gonna start streaming again a whole bunch. Uh, so yeah, I've been streaming a lot lately. Not so much this past week. I was kind of finishing up the last stretch. You know, I work in sports analytics, so this was the last weekend for the Premier League. But I have a couple more days, and then I'll be off for about a month and a half. Global campus. Hell yes, dude. I'm super proud of you. Congrats on Evelyn. I'm gonna remember. Did you see my whisper, by the way? Um, um, so your Cavaliers looked pretty good, especially without Jared Allen, and Darius Garland didn't have a really good series, which I felt no, I didn't say to tell me yet. It was gonna get to me, I promise. All right, Ezra. Dude. I was all over the E. But what was I gonna say? Uh yeah, exactly. And y'all pushed the Celtics really well. The Browns look good, even with Joe Flacco. Hate to say it. Who's gonna? Oh, never. Deshaun Watson. Okay, so yeah, they do have characters from the movie. They have Valkyrie, right? Um, she's obviously from the movie. I like how this one's sort of modeled after Tessa Thompson, the actress who plays her. But then they have Blob, who's not been in movies. Maybe a Deadpool cameo. I can't remember. But he was in X-Men Evolution. You might remember. They got Man Thing, Cosmo. Oh no, you can't. That's one of the coolest parts. I was about to show you that. So, um, what was I gonna say? So now, lately they've kind of gotten off their original game plan. But if you go to like say download this game in the App Store, let me pause my music. One of the things that it'll like advertise as a cool part is everyone has a unique collection, right? And initially, hold on. I think that logic was based on our variants, right? So like one of the earlier cards you'll get in the game is Heimdall, you know, and he moves your other cards one location to the left. Okay, so this is the card you'll get. This is the base card, and then you can upgrade it, which I'll show you here in a second. But then you'll also get variants to them. That's often super random because everyone's shop. So every day we have what is it, 8 variants available for the day, but everyone's shop is different. Now there will be like thematic weekends sometimes, like this artist Dan Hip. There might be a Dan Hip shop takeover, but it's random. And I was gonna say this. You'll also in the game you'll get variants randomly as well, completely free to play if you want. Like a couple levels ago, I got this. This was a variant for Invisible Woman. Okay, so but because they're random, both our shops and what we randomly get, we all have like unique collections. Like me and you can have the same cards, but you might not have a variant. What's another old card? Hold on. like Helicarrier is a card you get fairly early on. I don't have a variant for it yet, and I've been playing for a year and a half, right? Now there's been some in my shop that I could have spent my gold on, but I didn't really want to, you know. Um, Whereas someone else might have been playing 4 months and could have organically got 2 or 3 Helicarrier variants. So that's what they initially meant by everyone has a unique collection. Is a well, also you'll get cards, get your starting cards. Like they'll start you with your 12 whatever, right? But then you'll start getting them randomly. So I might get Falcon. What's a good example? I might get Cerebro. You know, like from X-Men. You know, I might get Cerebro at level 3,000. You might get them at 1,500. So there is a bit of like when you get cards, when you get variants, and then when you upgrade them. So, for example, this is the last I'll show you. Then I'll get into a match. Black Bolt. This is the original card. When you unlock them, this is what you get. Okay, you'll eventually get a variant like this, and or let me show you this one. So I got this variant at one point. Boom. Okay, and it would have started with a white border. And then you hold on. So you eventually upgrade it to the purple border, boom, and then you can split it. Now I have a gold background version of that card. And so now other people might have been playing exactly as long as me. A, they might not have gotten a Black Bolt variant. And then B, when they split it, so like say this is the original library variant. First time I split it, you get a little holographic background, but no effects. Then you split it again, you'll get a different holographic, but now I got little green sparkles. And so what you're doing is you're trying to keep you'll upgrade a card, the border, until you can split it. Let me show you. Okay, I have enough. So it doesn't, no, exactly, just cosmetic. And which is something I love because like I had played Marvel Future Fight a whole bunch from like 2016, me and Austin, a whole crap ton. And that's a mobile game. And that is a game where the cosmetics absolutely fundamentally affect gameplay. Like you take there was like the character, I don't know, like I'm trying to remember a good example, but like Captain America was actually not a good character in that game forever. But then when his Infinity War skin came out, for example, it like made him meta. And it was like you had to essentially pay for that. So that's one thing I do like that no matter how many variants they add, they do not affect gameplay at all. Their stat lines are different. It's not like Pokemon where Team Rocket's Charizard has different abilities than the regular Charizard. So that also made it like as my first card game in a long time. It has two things that I think people our age it really helps with. A, the matches are quicker. It's a perfect on the shitter kind of game. Like you can literally get a match or two in that time, or on the subway, waiting for your, I don't know, you know what I mean? You're like pizza to get ready. And then the other thing is you don't have to like memorize a bunch of different versions. Like, oh, the MCU version of Shang-Chi has a different ability than the other one. It's just boom, the cards. So I'll show you an example of upgrading it. Like this is the base Shang-Chi card, right? I have a variant, but you see how it's got a white border? You can upgrade it. It's cool. It'll like come out of the frame. And then eventually you get them like 3D, right? And then they'll get animated. It's pretty sick. You see. And when you're on your phone, if you have there's a setting called the gyroscopic mode or whatever. If you have a card that's 3D, you don't even have to touch your card. You can just rotate your phone, tilt it, and it'll like it's really cool. You'll see it kind of 3D. I don't even know, almost like a projection, but not really. So yeah, that's kind of upgrading. And you eventually want to get like some of the best splits are. Let me show you one. So Jeff. Okay, so Jeff, this is his base card. Now notice I only upgraded it to blue. This card isn't even animated yet because I wound up getting a variant for him pretty early. And then I upgraded it and look, boom, foil, no effects, right? And then so you keep upgrading it and you're trying to get to, once you've upgraded it at least 3 times, when you go to do your 4th split, you can get something called inkified. It makes it black and white. And then, so a lot of these effects are cool. Like I love the tone flares, right? It looks like atoms, like particles in an atom. Okay. But the best ones by most people's opinion is Crackle, like the Kirby Crackle, Jack Kirby. And then, so this was one of my best splits for a while, especially because the white goes so well with his little belly. But your ideal a god split is when you can get it inkified or gold. If you remember that Black Bolt had a gold background, so inkified plus Crackle. But about a month ago, they did something that's a super nice quality of life feature where, let's say, so I have never split the base card. See, I've never even animated it, right? But I have split this card and I've gotten 2 really cool split combos, right? Those, the background. So you usually have to finish, whether it's ink, gold, yada yada, or the effect. Okay. But now there's a quality of life where you get this custom card. You can come in here and let's say I just wanted to see what it looked like. I can make the base card. Let's just go blue border. And see, now I can make it look like, oh, this is what it would look like with the green and green, you see. Even though I've never upgraded it myself, the game kind of is like, here, you want to see what it looks like? And you can save it and then use that in matches, for example, which is really cool now. That's only came about recently. I really like this particular split, though. I like the red with, that's Gwenpool. You probably know that character. What up, Ego? Yeah, and if I don't know, I always have my viewer count. I don't see it, so I truly don't know if anyone's ever watching unless they chat. What was I gonna say? So if there are any lurking Snap experts out there, I'm super sorry that I just bored you explaining some of the basics, but that's a friend of mine, a very good friend of mine from a decade ago that I haven't talked to in several years. So even if I had 2,000 viewers, 3,000, I'm stopping for a homie like that. That's just how it goes. Got a Luca Claretti variant from a collector's reserve, then opened a premium and got a Luca for the same card. Ego. Oh, that wouldn't make sense. They wouldn't have 2 Luca Clarettis. What cards were they for? Okay, let's see. Check the shop out. I love this blob, high key. Valkyrie's sick. I hate that these are $6. Now, Jordan, now to be objective, the prices are a bit absurd. Now, I know that the scale of price values has kind of been stretched over the last 5 years, but like here's an equivalent though. So a variant can either be 700 gold or 1200. 700 by itself is $10. A 1200 gold bundle is $17. And that's, yeah, so I've always been really like frugal. A lot of times I'll save up my currency a lot and I don't try to indulge in it too much because now I do buy the season pass, and just like every other game, you get great value for the $10 for the classic season pass. One thing this game does that a lot of others don't is once you max out the season pass, you still can get rewards. So you'll hit 50, and that's the final one, right? After that, you get these caches, and oftentimes I see a lot of times on Reddit people like make fun of these and call them shitty and useless and stuff. So about a year ago, I started to actually keep track of the stuff that I got, and some months I will get. There's been a month where I've got two variants. So let's just say they're both 700 gold. That's $20 worth of variants, right? And then like maybe 400 gold, maybe 1,000 of this credit this currency. So that alone, it's like we're talking about a 35-ish dollar value in post max battle pass free stuff. So and I don't know if there's a caps out eventually, but I think the highest I've ever gone was like 86. So that puts it in perspective. So I've had a month where I've got at least $35 worth of value in these, and I've never gone past 86. So if you grinded it, you probably can even get more, you know what I'm saying? So battle pass is worth it for 10. The values though, especially because this is a digital only card game. Some people will say, well, $17, you know, some Pokemon variants are like, you know, rares or whatever. Nowadays can be hundreds of dollars, right? But even when they came out, they would have been like 20 something bucks, you know, or more, right? But it's like these are physical. It's a whole different thing when we're talking about spending $20 on a card like this initially. Let's assume they never get rare years down the line and their value quadruples. Let's just assume they're you still have something to give to your nephew, to your son, to your daughter, to your niece, to your cousin. You know what I mean? Like it's still a physical item that you have decades later, like with our Pokemon stuff. One thing that makes it, to get off my soapbox, yapping over in a minute. I'll get back to gameplay. Sorry if there's anyone out there. I appreciate you hanging Ego, by the way. I know it's nighttime over there. There's so many other things you could be watching. I genuinely appreciate your company. Last little bit. So it's like not only is this $17 for a variant, it's $17 for a variant. One variant for one character, but it's digital only. And so I will say going into it, don't let yourself, if you do play, just maybe do the season pass if you like it. Hold on, I got a phone call. And then maybe cut it there. But it's really good early on, free to play if you want to. Sorry, I'm gonna get into a game and then answer this. Okay, I gotta order food, which I can do while I'm playing. Let me get the music back up. What was I gonna say? Final bit of like Marvel Snap 101. If there's any experts, I know Ego just hit Infinite, so he's up. He knows a lot about the game. But ultimately, Jordan, the what you're trying to do here, sorry, Jay, is you're trying to win 2 of the 3 lanes, right? And it's just total power. So it's kind of cool. Like for Ezra, if he gets into it, you have to actually do math, like genuine. Sometimes you're having to multiply. Like, okay, what is? I not only are you like, okay, if I move this card here, you'll start getting to be like, okay, he's gonna play this. My bad. What do I play? I think it's Blade, Modoc. This is actually a really good hand for me. I probably should have snapped. Okay, he's a Phoenix Force deck. But yeah, so there's arithmetic. You have to do good math. You're winning 2 of the 3 lanes. And probably the coolest catch. Now, sometimes it can get mad infuriating, especially when you're like competing for the highest ranks and stuff. But each game, these 3 locations, the 3 lanes have a different location, right? And so sometimes they can super favor the other opponent. Sometimes they could be very, you know, man, imagine I already had him. The only thing with this change, like little tracker thing for now, is I don't see my own tracker unless. Ego, did you watch? If you're still there, did you watch any of the Jurgen like ceremony after the match? Okay, this went from great to not great. I probably should have held the Modoc or something. I'm glad I didn't snap in retrospect. What do I even have? I have Lady Sif, Dracula. Dracula would probably be who I want the most here. Uh oh, not. Nope, no, that's not good. The big Human Torch. Okay, hold on. But if that's what he's doing, then he has a snap. That that be done? Can it be done?
Escaped.
That might have been a dumb retreat. I have no idea what he was cooking up. Okay, while I order my food, I'm gonna pull up a VOD real quick. Sorry. Oh, this is old school footage. This Thanos. This is me playing a Thanos move deck, May of 2023. So the music that you hear right now, the mid-match music, this was essentially the only music in the game for like a year. Whether you were in a match, whether you were in the lobby, and then they made it. Okay, this is pretty cool.
Snap.
And then they made it to where at least they had custom lobby music. So from here on out, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I just don't, if there anybody lurking or whatever, I don't want to bore them too much with like explaining the obvious stuff. But if you have a question, 100,000% feel free to ask. I just made got an error. So yeah, and again, they're like we're each competing for the 3 lanes. You're just trying to win 2 of the 3, and then each lane has a different location each game.
Opponent snapped.
So you see how he snapped? I had already snapped. I thought I was in a good position, but that was before I accidentally discarded a card I didn't want to discard.
Escaped.
One of my favorite big snap streamers, he plays the game with only the like game sounds. He doesn't play like real music on top of it. I just tried that for one game. I can't do it. Wait, I didn't mean to do that. All right, let me try this Wakanda deck now that that is not a hot location. Yo, have you seen anything about the Marvel Overwatch? It's been in closed alpha recently. Marvel Rivals. Yeah, it does. So I've seen, and when I've watched it on Twitch, some of the chat has mentioned that there is an air of like, so it's first and foremost like a hero shooter, right? Like a Overwatch, but there did, it did look like there were MOBA elements to it. There was a couple maps where I was like, it kind of reminded me of not Bloodborne, Battleborn. Damn, I don't know how to play this. Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to trying it. I like how some of the characters are kind of like hybrids from other characters. Like Hulk, for example, Hulk/Bruce Banner. He looked like he was a hybrid between so when he's in Hulk form, he kind of looks like Winston. He's very disruptive when he can hit people off the space, and you know, he's very territorial. But then when he was but then when he runs out of Hulk mode, it's kind of like Diva. You know, when you destroy Diva's mech, she becomes like Baby Diva with the pistol. Essentially, oh, this is good. This is very good. Essentially he's like that. So he's like Winston when he's Hulk, and when he's not Hulk, he drops into like Bruce Banner mode, and he has like a little science pistol. Yeah, Star-Lord did look very good. He kind of looked like Soldier 76, but a little better.
Oh, snap.
Okay, so I'm going to play Black Panther here. This is great. He's going to double twice, and then I should have initiative. Hopefully I can then Grandmaster him on the Nexus.
Wakanda forever.
If that's Jean Grey, then that's not great. Okay. Oh, hell yeah. Okay, actually, do I Zola this? All right, he's just going to play, what, Ultron? So hold on. This is where you got to do the math for real. So my opponent is likely going to play Ultron, who makes a bunch of little bots. His little, you know, they're 1/2, but they're going to be 1/4, 1/6. So they're each 6. They're each 7. So he'll probably play. Let's say he plays that right. He'll add 14 in the mid. That's a gorgeous card. Like, look how sick his split is. Well, it's a custom card, but he took that variant from Mystique, and then he's got the crackle. Looks great. I think we just do this. Oh, I gotta see who this is. Why is everyone calling me while I'm streaming?
Cut off one head, 2 more shall take its place.
Wakanda forever.
All hail Hydra!
Nice. This deck is 1 even without the hot location. And I actually got unlucky. Dang, called it too. Oh, you talking about the Ultron? Yeah. And see, that's where the arithmetic. And he recently got buffed, so it was a little tougher. His bots, they for like a year and a half were 1-1, and then they recently got buffed to 1-2. So a quick explainer: Patriot is a card that gives cards with no abilities +2. Well, the drone bots have no abilities, so they were basically getting 2 from Patriot. Mystique is somebody who copies, lore accurate, the last card you played. Loose, that's a loose version. So she gave an additional 2, and then this card, Blue Marvel, gave 1. So, but yeah, that's where I think Ezra would find it cool, or it would be good in a way for Ezra, because it's, you have to, if you want to, like, obviously you can YOLO a lot of plays, and like sometimes even I can't, like Wong, he's a card that makes things happen twice. Well, there's another card, so you can play him, okay, Wong. You can play Mystique behind him, okay. Now you have essentially 2 Wongs, so you're quadrupling something, okay. And then there's another card that like doubles that. So now you're taking, now those I'm out. I'm just like, I either retreat or I just YOLO it and hope I win, because at sometimes I'm genuinely, I can't remember if it's like, okay, is this about to be times 8? Is it times 16? Or you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Are we cubing a cube here? It gets a little complicated, but generally the arithmetic is like, I had to do that plus 14. She was also going to grow, but that's another story. All right, sorry, stop lingering on this game. Yeah, and I actually got unlucky RNG, because if Iron Lad got hit by my Arnim Zola first, my Black Panthers are bigger. And it's a free game. It's on all mobile devices, and I think it's on tablets. I don't actually know that. And then it's also got a PC client. That's a sick card back. Speaking of Blue Marvel, really dope variant, but I have the Noir one, which I like more. I like he's got doo-doo on his hands. Maybe some chocolate. Let me upgrade a card. I want to upgrade this guy. Although I do like the blue on blue. We're going to animate him. No, I'll go and show you. Jay, you still there? I'm trying not to say your real name on aloud. Okay. So going back to the upgrading thing. So again, this would have been the first one, right? This one's super sick. See the Panthers on the tree in the background? And then, you split it. You start getting the effects. With Black Panther, you would hope the black effects would look sick, but they actually need to buff them, because they're kind of hard to see compared to the other ones. Like, look at this blue one. But I'll show you. So, like, you're upgrading them to make them 3D. So, see how this one is not 3D? This would be a good example. It's not 3D. And sometimes it's so cool. Like, you'll have a card, and it looks a certain way, and you think the art is like, okay, it's the card, whatever. But then now this is not one of those examples, but you'll get the 3D, and all of a sudden the cityscape in the background is like, it gives you, it's so dope. I know it's like, oh, it gives them depth 3D, haha, but like, what's a good one? Hobgoblins. This old Johnson, like when it's just like I don't know how to explain, you know, it's very flat, it's not 3D, but then you get it and you're like, you actually get the skyscrapers and the rooftops and the city street. Whereas on this one, if I made this one 3D, you're not really getting much. You might get cool sense of perspective, but um anyways. So what we Black Panther, we're upgrading. But now I don't normally skip ahead, but I'm gonna do this. So what you're ultimately doing is you're upgrading it to infinity border. Okay. We're gonna go and do that.
Infinity.
All right, and then you split them. Now, when you split them, so this will be my one, two, third. This will be my fourth one, so I have a chance to get a ink. And in Snap Streams, we'll do gambas, but I don't know if I have anyone here. Like Ego, you still there? Do you want to do a gamba? Not, no worries. I'm not trying to call out any lurker. But now you see how it's got the purple border, but it still has that blue tone flare. And again, what's cool is they recently added this custom card. So I can, if I still wanted to go back to blue on blue, do that, blue, blue. And I can like rock it at that if I wanted to. All right, we're gonna just split it. So this has a chance to be inkified. It'd be sick if it was. Let's go! Now, this is one of those, it's not a double whammy dopeness. Now, here, first off, with your fourth split, and if you ever get into the game, I'll go into it deeper, but there's like when you hit 4, you can only get inked. You can't get gold, right? Gold opens up starting with the 5th split, and then that crackle, I think, starts with a 6th split. So technically, I couldn't have gotten crackle, but red doesn't really go with Black Panther. I would have rather gotten, obviously, purple would have gone ham. Black would have been cool, or white. I actually think white would have been pretty cool with inkified, but it is dope that I got it. You know, now it's all black and white. But again, the you know, I don't love the color combo, unfortunately, but that's kind of the what you chase, right? That's one of my favorite things about you. You chase like great splits. Because like one cool thing is, and I actually was worried that when they announced that quality of life thing a month ago with this, that they were gonna strip away the chase, but they didn't. So you know how on another split, I have this black tone flare. Now some people want the ability to like combine the things, right? Like, so I have inked with red. You know what I'm saying? Some people want, oh, I want the ability to take my black tone flare from my other split and then combine it with my inked. And now, sure, that would be super like, you know, lenient. But to me, it's almost like, yes, it's great for the consumer aspect, like it is customer friendly, but it also takes away the split, like the chase for a really, really good split. So what, you know, so ultimately I cannot take that black, even though in this case I would love to, but I don't want it at the cost of like, because if that happens, I would like really never be incentivized to split this again. Black Panther with inked and black tone, you know what I mean? I'm like, I have no reason to split it. But anyways, with the current system, it's like now I still do want another split. I want to get this with inked and black or inked and purple, etc., etc. Anywho, last one, and I'm gonna get into a match. Is the music at a good level? Too loud, drowning me out?
3D.
If you have any song requests, feel free. So you said you haven't gotten a chance to game much recently, huh? Dude, the coat swaying like that is so balls. Baby's mama. Need to do one more thing. Absolutely, man. Take care and congrats again on the journey for the bachelors and Evelyn. Tell Ansley, Ashley, Ansley, Slee. Tell A. I know it starts with an A. I said what up as well. Hope everything's well. Thanks again for stopping by. 4 o'clock's normally where I stop streaming. I'm trying to get on a schedule, and I've been streaming every Monday from 11 to 4ish. That's kind of like one set in stone date I do have. But I do think I'm gonna go past 4 today. Once it gets closer to the end of May, I'm gonna start holding on to these because of the series drop. Shout out Adeline. That think. Got that. When I upgraded my Black Panther, I hope I didn't accidentally spend gold to get the last of the boosters. I don't remember it popping up the message. You know, if you like when you do like see, I don't remember it turning red at any point. I meant to shave before I started the stream. Beard is getting that time of year where beards are no bueno.
3D. This land can never be fully known. Escaped.
Well, this is back-to-back games. Locations have not helped me. Black Panther Zola plays off the table. He's probably gonna gob me here. This is obviously fantastic, but it makes him become Shang-Chiable way too fast. So I actually think I do this. Goblin. Well, if he was trying to Galactus me, this made it harder. Part of me should have put Brood as like where I thought he was going to Green Goblin since I had initiative. I think I had initiative. No, he had it. Never mind. So this could be Kang, Armor, Grandmaster, Shang, or Echo. Part of me wants to get him down. Because I need to start worrying about here because of the goblin. The other goblin. Which he didn't have in his hand at the beginning. So he's an Annihilus friend. I wish I could play the Hood. Squirrel me. Damn, I should have played the Shaw. Damn it. I haven't seen Viper in eons, dude. Oh. Dude. What a sequence. I haven't seen Viper in eons. So Shaw would have been better because he could at least help me grow more. Oh, imagine I could have sent the Goblin back.
Opponent snapped.
I don't know. Okay, Wong left. I can add 4 to the middle with Silver Surfer. Damn. Back-to-back matches where locations have not favored me. He's already running a clog package at Central Park. Dude, I haven't seen Viper in so long. When my food gets here, though, I think I'm going to end the stream. Go get that and just start a new stream back up just so we're to separate the stuff. There's no basketball game tonight. Big split. I don't know if I've seen that variant. Part of me didn't want to do that because I wanted him to feel like he needed to sacrifice a card first. Like Corvus. Oh, he hasn't gotten a great draw yet. I'll play him. Maybe Brood, Surfer, Shaw. A lot of bad options for the left lane. If it's Shaw or Brood here. Shaw or Brood. Shaw or Brood. Brood. He's got a big old ebony blade that he'll play left.
Snap.
Honestly, trying to get Hope involved in this deck might not be a terrible idea. Nice. Oh, he's not happy. That looks great together, but I would never spend that kind of money. Those little borders are just too expensive in my opinion. Do I do him and then Grandmaster? Part of me wants the Wong and then Black Panther. He does have the Ebony Blade. If I do that and then Wong Grandmaster. Grandmaster would still just hit Black Panther once. Ultimately, there's a few ways I can get Black Panther to proc twice, but not what we want. He hit Of course he hit Grandmaster. He know. Okay, let's draw my Zola, baby.
Wakanda forever.
Oh, that's a cheeky play.
We are the future.
That's a cheeky play. And see, that's where Kane comes back to bite me. That's where Kane comes back to bite a player, is because... Yes, I got to see that he played Blink and it was bad for him, but he also got to see that it was bad for him. That's a 6. I'm adding 16 in the middle to go up to 27. 25. If I lose right, he has the Ebony Blade. He goes first. Unfortunately, Shang-Chi does nothing to the Ebony Blade. My man's loves his discard. He has... And it's kind of cheesy, actually. Given how strong this game has been for so long, or that archetype, I don't understand why he... I think he's expecting the Zola. I don't have it, though. And I need a 50-50. Part of me feels like I needed one other tech card in this. Ooh. Oh, what I was saying last game, part of me thinks that there's room for hope in this deck. Arg. Love this card. Once it gets 3D, all the faces in the background. This is a card I do not really want to split. The art's too cool. So I'll go ahead and do it. That's good. Red Hole. Grow. Oh, that's interesting. Look at that mechanic. So Baron makes me pull a 4-cost card, and as we know, he sets the card's cost to 6. But Utopia is still reading Iron Lad as a 4-cost card, so he's discounted. Very interesting. Okay, we're going to do that. Because maybe we can get Wong, Black Panther, Zola. Dang, this is not ideal. I can't, playing this here stinks because then Black Panther couldn't subsequently go there. This card looks so good. One of my favorite variants in the game, I think, especially with the way the eyes glow and you can't afford the card. Oh, do we just skip again? Does he play? My armor is going to help his Darkhawk. draw the rock. Hopefully he drew a rock. Well, I got one of them. You gotta be kidding me. I would say the only fundamentally good thing about Kang is that he gives you a free bluff snap. Although prior to the last game where my opponent got the benefit of my own Kang from seeing what his blink did, rock. You? So he did not draw a rock. Kang has been pretty good for me so far, to be honest. Here, it's pretty indifferent. Might have helped him, actually, knowing that he just hit a rock twice. Actually, it super helps him, because now he knows he hits a rock twice. And honestly, more relevantly, he knows that his Grandmaster hits Dondu. Still like this play. If he does his same play, hypothetically, I think I have initiative. I can't remember, actually. Although he probably won't. He'll probably play Grandmaster on Rock Slide. Now his Darkhawk is mega, but I'm not fighting for Darkhawk. Oh, we could not afford that to land on the right.
Wakanda forever.
He has initiative though now. Fuck. Dude, alright, Kang cost me again there. That makes his Darkhawk 8 better. Him now clearing the rock. Oh, please don't play Cosmo. You think he plays Cosmo? He hasn't snapped. Okay. Hell yeah. Leader. Oh no, that could have been really bad actually. If that hit his Stegron, never mind. His Stegron would have just gone middle. I was thinking about what if his Stegron went right and moved my Black Panther off of where I needed him, but we're chilling. That was a weird, really weird match. From like him playing Rock Slide, then Cable, me drawing a rock, to him killing a rock, and then yeah. I have 2 cards hit by Baron Mordo who were 3 or 4 calls, so Utopia was discounting them. Just a weird match. But the classic Panther Zola. Thankfully he didn't play Cosmo, have Cosmo. Nice tail sway, blow of the eyes. Those are probably actually gonna look really good when they're in shadow form. He goes back. Welcome, dude. Back. This little section, this revamped section, has been rough on my credits wallet. Because if like I have 10 or less boosters for a card and it shows up, other than when it's a base card, it's like hard not to do it. Really hard not to do it. This is the highest my snap points has been this season. Again, snap points, not rank. Uh, and it's entirely been based on this deck, the climb with this deck. Although that does not do me service. A great corn, Holio. Oh, if only that would have done me a lot of service. If only I could reach that. Okay. This one's tricky. Okay, if I play him this turn, next turn, Iron Lad. Part of me wants to play this here, and then Iron Lad on that same turn lane, even though that's not good with TVA, because if it hits Grandmaster or Zola, and I make additional broods, it's very good. But we'll start with the brood here.
Time's up.
No, there's no way your snap points are at 18. I think you're talking about rank again, or you're talking about rank. Not like, because, for example, I think I was watching Dexter the other night, and I think his was around 8,000, and he's like top 100 or something. Dude, does he just play Ghost Rider here? Yeah, and see, that's what I was curious about, because last season for the last couple months, I've tried to be a little bit smarter in like my retreating and not just YOLOing every game just because I'm an infinite. The last couple months, and each month, I think I'm out. He just Ghost Riders that death, I think. I lose. What was I gonna say? So I kept setting myself like new benchmarks. So let's say a couple months ago, I was like, all right, I want to just make sure I finish the season at least 7,200. Okay, boom, did that. Next season, let's say I dropped to 7K at the start of the year or the start of the month. I would then be like, okay, I want to. Last month I finished at 200. I want to finish at least 300. And so anyway, I did that for a couple months. Last month it was like I want to finish at least 7,300. I actually wound up getting to 7,400 and the season ended. And then when this season started, I was at 68, and that was the biggest drop I'd ever seen in snap points since they started that system. Like normally I drop around 300, like 72 to 69, 73 to 7,000. This time I dropped 600. So I've been curious what other people, like if everyone, you know what I mean? Like was it because of how I ended last month and that was just a me thing? Was it just something they did across the board? Like everyone got brought down more than they normally had? 7,031. You just hit infinite, right? So it was about that when you started this month, or when again. So I'm most curious what a person's snap points were at the end of last season, and what did they begin at when you hit infinite this month, if a person remembers, kind of thing. Because again, I went from 74 to 68, and I feel like that was the largest drop I've had. He has my Black Panther. No, actually he has my Zola. Ooh, this is almost snappable. If I play this, next turn, Shaw, and then Panther, I find it hard to believe I won't have initiative for Zola. This is just kind of risky. Him with a Hobgoblin Nebula. This might be the Cannonball deck, probably, right?
Victory.
Like to kind of go back to that snap points thing, but not to dive into too much. Like a good example was so we were in May, right? So in April, right? When I hit infinite in April, um okay, no. At the end of March, I think I finished at like my goal was 7200 and I think I finished like 7250ish, okay? Well, in that was in March. So in April when I hit infinite, again, I had finished at 7,250-ish. I was definitely above 7,000 snap points. And I know that vividly because at the beginning of my infinite playing last month, I tanked. I mean, I usually play off meta stuff anyways, but I was not only playing super off meta stuff, but I was staying in essentially every match because I was playing such a wonky deck. I really wanted to see certain lines play out, if I drew it, regardless of how bad the game was. So I bring all that up because I tanked so bad that I dropped to 6,700 snap points. And I just remember thinking like, damn, I usually don't care about it this much, but this looks bad. Like I had worked so hard to get up to like 7,200-ish. And so I just remember starting above 7,000 and then tanking several hundred snap points, right? So that's what felt weird about this month, that I started at 6,800. I'm already over here like, what? Okay, this isn't great. We don't love a lot of this. What do you mean? Yeah. They're exactly correlated. Your rank, like the number, the 20,000 or whatever that you were referring to, that is based on your snap points. So like if somebody's ranked 10th overall and they have, let's say, 8,000 snap points, well then rank 9 probably has like 8,005. That makes sense. So yeah. That's why months ago, you can ask Matchy. I've kind of given him. I was like, I rarely look at the rank, the like 20,000, 10,000. One, because it can fluctuate a lot. Like if you don't play for a day and a half, you can, well, obviously people will pass you, but you also have the element of, for example, this month I hit infinite very fast, like the third day, so I was ranked 4,000. But my snap points weren't top 5,000 worthy. It was just because I had hit it before other people had hit it who had more snap points built up, if that makes sense. This was a good Kang. That was one of the best Kang uses I've had today. So again, the one thing that Kang has that's definitively good is the free bluff snap, but everything else Daredevil does better, right? In this case, Daredevil's not better because we both wouldn't have snapped. If I would have snapped on Daredevil there and he snapped back, I'm screwed. I lose that match. Almost certainly. But yeah, to wrap up that's why I often don't even look at that. I just pay attention to my snap points because A, that's what the rank is based off. B, that is less likely to be as volatile if you don't play for a day or if you hit infinite early versus late in a month, right? And so I've always just tried to just have a higher, like finish, if I get up to 7,300 and I drop to 71, I want to get back to at least 7,300 that next month and maybe even push for 74, which is why I even started this whole topic, is just because I was curious why I dropped 600 this time. And I wanted what other people had done. But what I could probably do is go to a certain streamer and look at what like a VOD of theirs, near the end of last month, and then their first of this, but I'm lazy. In Infinite, I was at rank 30k. Okay. So I'm curious, like, I don't understand why I went from 70, like, I think I finished around 7360. Okay, so a little shy of 7,400. And I started at 6,800. So, I don't know. It's whatever. For the longest time, I didn't even I only wanted to hit Infinite just to get the card back. And also, as you probably are aware, for the long... Ooh, I built this deck for Wakandan Embassy, and I get it organically. You love to see that. Go to college. I really like this. I might snap here. Ooh, I want to snap this. But yeah, and then as you're probably aware, Infinite for the longest time was kind of meaningless. Like, when you hit Infinite in the past, you might remember, so you would hit Infinite, you'd hit 100, and then you would go up like the other ranks, right? You would go 101, you could eventually be 107, you would hit 110. The highest up people, I think, would get to like 130-ish or something, maybe a little longer. Oh, this is a bummer. Brood is great in Mojo World, but it's kind of a waste given the Wakandan Embassy part of it. So yeah, for the longest time, I didn't care about Infinite for A, I just wanted the card back, and B, no one cared about it that much because of the sheer mechanics of it all. Okay. I mean, this is kind of dangerous, but it's also like he hasn't gotten much ramp yet. Or like, you know, no Kitty Pride yet. Do I snap this? If I had Black Panther, I'd snap it. I'm such a sucker. Like, again, I'm one of those who I will keep a card on like white or green border for a while just to kind of get a feel for it. Because, and again, I'm a nerd for it, but it's just like it makes it feel that much more satisfying when you eventually do make it 3D and you see the, you know what I mean, the depth. And please don't hurt me, Kang. Fasting. Ooh, that's a good combo. Ooh, this is mega big. This is no bueno. Okay, we draw Iron Lad. It's actually impressive how Untapped keeps track of that despite the cane. Like, it draws you Iron Lad and then it puts it back and then draws it again. Oh, does it hit? What are the chances? I think it hits Black Panther? I think I retreat here. If he snaps, if not, I'm just gonna see what happens. Black Panther. Yes.
Wakanda forever. Wakanda forever.
Now here's the problem though. Zola seems so juicy and so fun, But you also have the dynamic that it could hit Wong, and then I'm just putting 2 power in the mid. Obviously, ultimately on the left, I'll be really good because it'll play both by the end of it, Wong and Iron Lad. It's funny that Iron Lad hitting Black Panther is better than just Black Panther, you know. So he has the Nico, Angela, who's been procced Y 3 times. Angela's 6 power. Sage is already 6 power. Think he Shang-Chi's it? I'm gonna stay in. I'm not snapping, although I probably should snap. It's just risky. He has some juice already in his caboose. He can play Shang and Sage. So yeah, let's just come on, hit Iron Lad first. If I only had 2 cards in the middle, I would prefer if it hit Wong first, obviously, because then the subsequent Iron Lads are boom boom. But in this case, we want Iron Lad first. Hey, thank you. Very spooky.
Wakanda forever.
Probably should have snapped with initiative, but I was just too worried about Shang-Chi in the middle. Dude, I'm loving this deck. Again, I built it for Wakandan Embassy. It helps when you get Wakandan Embassy, but Black Panther wasn't hit. Brood was, obviously. Because you can go the classic Shaw, Brood, Surfer, Wong, Grandmaster. You can go the classic Black Panther, Zola, with the added Wong and the Echo protection. The Kang is obviously the extra, but I don't need. But all right, let's look at my stats real quick. I don't even want last 7 days. I want really the last. Six and 6 plus 8. Now 2 of those were retreats on like early. 2 of my losses because one was Weird World. I just retreated now, and then the other one was the Central Park that helped the clog deck. I feel like oh yeah, that's right. This does not count matches played on my phone because again, I went from essentially 68.05 to 69. Like I gained a crap ton of what they call it. Last night on my phone, I was plus 150 snap points last night. I can't speak right now. It's food time for your boy. Yeah, sorry. Last night I went up 150 snap points with this deck alone. So I don't know how many cubes that is. It's not 1-to-1. Oh yeah, I was terrible with this. All right, this is probably my last snap match. Like there's no tomorrow. Hmm. Damn. Because of the Nexus, he actually gets initiative. That's a great card. Sick Bucky. If only... Well, I guess that does, but... Ooh. This is Fuego. Hopefully it doesn't have a Shadow King, obviously, but this... We got Black Panther later. Silver Surfer later. If I wish Dark Dimension was actually on the right. Or on either flank. Kind of sucks that I can't, like, hide Silver Surfer and Grandmaster later, but... Okay, this could get sketchy if he eats a lot and then he has a null. But I think it's this. This. I think it's this now. Next turn, it's Black Panther on the right. And then on the last turn, I can Grand Master on the right. Silver Surfer mid. I can compete for mid and left. But it's also tempting to do this. Just in case I draw Zola. No, I'm sorry. That was... Ignore everything I just said. This is always the most tempting. I love his animations and sound, dude. Below the little runes. Oh, I do need to remember there's a 7th turn. Crap.
Wakanda forever.
And then Venom? Question mark? 12. 6. I don't even know the math. His null is 18, I think. All right, this is either Kang, Zola, or Brood. Do I just kill it and not risk it? Because if... Okay. He plays Zola himself. That is 15, so that's like 33. His null might be 33. But if I do this, his null is still going up big. I really want Zola. Okay, I think we do this. And we take another chance. That, regardless, we're going to get a better understanding of what Iron Lad can hit next turn. Unfortunately, he won't get the double from the Wong. I just am now realizing that. But the Silver Surfer could do something funky. The null is probably like 33-ish right.
Wakanda forever.
Nice, 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 nice. We did need to get that out of there earlier. Okay, so now it's either Kang or Zola. So either way, this is... Oh, if we can snap again, we would. If we can snap again, we would. If this is Kang, hypothetically... Wait, hold on. If this is Zola, this could be bad. We don't want Zola. Okay, I'm going to add 4 And then subsequently, we're going to add 4, 10, 16 on the left. Adding 33 on the left, though, with Null, right? Yeah, I really needed Black Panther on the left. Actually, no. Okay, I'm adding 16, 18, 20, 27, 33. This is where it just would be so nice if it was easier to know exactly what a null is. Oh, man. And you know, I actually considered playing Echo on the left initially, but part of why you want it is because you want Echo to protect the Wong, and Wong isn't needed on Nexus. Damn. Maybe I should have played Black Panther on the left earlier. I don't know. Zola would have been really. I'm in the same kind of dilemma. Although Nexus is much more valuable to compete for than Crown City. Guy's name is John Smith. Okay. That's not great. I mean, I can put my Wong there, but I couldn't put my Surfer there later. Back isn't. Armor. Silver Surfer, Black Panther, or Grandmaster. Almost every option is good except Grandmaster, so maybe do that. I kind of want to snap. I'll wait till next turn and do it with Kang. Black Panther. Peace. Nice-oo.
Wakanda forever.
Hey. Ah, man, I gotta remember how I always forget. All cards played next turn, aka this turn, don't get revealed until the game ends. Kang is now useless. If he Shang-Chi's me, I have a chance to... Wait. How does Kang work in it? I kind of, just for science, want to play this. Like, will he, at the end of the game, when he's finally revealed, will he revert the game back to the beginning of turn 5? I'm doing this for science. It's killing my tempo. Because obviously Black Panther here is great. Wong's great. Zola's great. No, I can't. You know what I mean? Black Panther's great. But I'm going to do this for science. Please don't snap. And please don't freaking Eliath him. We're doing this for science. For science. Does Kang take us back? Does he work at all? Does he take us back to turn 5? Beginning of turn 6? We got exactly who we wanted to hit there.
Wakanda forever.
Iron Man?
I am Iron Man.
Okay, well, now we know. Now we know. Kang science. He doesn't do crap under a super giant. Ooh, almost 6969. They couldn't let it be. He just couldn't let it be. How much? I mean, for the most part, pixel variants don't have a lot of animation. I'm trying to think of any examples. Maybe the crystal one, but like it's really just the little smoke in the background and the little blast by his hand. A smidge from my tracker. All right, my food is here, so I'm gonna go get it. I'm gonna end stream. Be right at almost 420. Haha. Done nothing but climbed well over 100 snap points since last night, and maybe 30 matches. What is it? It's about 10. I think a minute ago we looked at it. It was 6 and 6, so 12. I probably played about 10 last night on my phone. So in about 25-ish matches, I've gained almost 200 snap points with this deck.